If I had to introduce someone to the Stoic philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, I would say that this man was just like realistic. And Stoic philosophy is a philosophy in which allows you to see things the way they are without getting too emotionally invested. So you could listen to Robert Greene in his book, Laws of Human Nature. One of the things that he talks about, the very first law, is don't act emotional. And this is where most people interact. Something bad happens and they jump in and they start crying about like unfairness and stuff like that, and they overreact due to being emotional about a situation, right? And Marcus Aurelius, being the emperor of Rome, of the most powerful nation at the time, if he had acted emotionally for every single thing that came up, he would have made a lot of mistakes. So one of the things that Marcus Aurelius, I really look up to him, is just like his way of looking at the world, right? And so with Marcus Aurelius being the man that he was, of course he's going to be able to talk a little bit about anxiety, and he's going to be able to talk about how to deal with anxiety from the perspective of a Stoic philosopher. And another cool thing about him, this is a man who had like the opportunity to just be a dictator, and chose not to, which is really cool about him. He really cared about his fellow people. He really cared about just doing stuff good for the greater good. Some of the solutions about living a good life involved kind of just looking at things the way they were. And this is something, when we're dealing with anxiety, we often make things out to be a lot worse than they are. We start catastrophizing. We think about, hey, this is going to go really bad for me right now, here's why. And then you come up with all these reasons to back up what it is that you're saying, but they aren't actually based in reality. So a lot of the stuff that Marcus Aurelius talks about is realistically helping us kind of stay more in the present, stay more with what is. And this is something that's going to be very helpful if we're dealing with anxiety or stress or anything like that. So one of the things that he said was, don't let your imagination be crushed by life as a whole. Don't try to picture everything bad that could possibly happen. Stick with the situation at hand and ask, why is this so unbearable? Why can't I endure it? You'll be embarrassed to answer. An infinite amount of things that can go wrong with every situation, right? Try to make something and it doesn't work out the way that you wanted it to. It doesn't mean you're trash, If you try to get a job and you get rejected, doesn't mean that you're never going to get a job. Or you and some girl broke up and it's like, I will never, ever get a girl again in my life, And this is something that we often do, and we sort of say, we jump forward into the future. And I think what we need to be doing here, and what Marcus Aurelius would say, would be to just focus on the thing that is, okay? So what is there that's unendurable right now, When you focus on the present moment and you don't start imagining all these other different scenarios, all these things that could go wrong, all these things that could happen, you actually manage to put yourself in a situation where it's like, what is unendurable right now, And this is something that I've heard through David Goggins. This is something that Eckhart Tolle talks about. This is something that everyone talks about. If you're suffering through something, you're going to suffer through it. But the main suffering and what makes us quit is because we're looking at how long we have left to go, right? Instead of just being right here in the moment. What is unendurable about this, this pain that I'm feeling? What is it that I can't cope with, right? He's like, you'll be embarrassed to answer. So if you're sitting there stressing over something, number one, don't sit there imagining everything that could go wrong, right? Just be here in the moment. What's going on right now? What is there that's unbearable right now? What are we going through? This is going to help us with dealing with our anxiety, because we're not going to be, it's like we're scared of getting sick, It's like, if you get sick, what happens? Pretty much we know that you're sick, and that's it. Don't start talking about these diseases, you're gonna die, all the stuff, just focus on the task at hand. What's going on right now in this moment? Is it unendurable, or can you endure it? In the same realm, one of the things that he said is nothing but what you get from first impressions. That someone has insulted you, for instance. That, but not that it's done you any harm. The fact that my son is sick, that I can see. But that he might die of it? No. Stick with first impressions. Don't extrapolate, and nothing can happen to you. Or extrapolate from a knowledge of all that can happen in the world. In the same vein here, it's like, what's the first impression of the situation, right? So yeah, people are going to insult you. People are going to say bad things about you. Do you need to stress about it? Do you need to get angry about it? Do you need to say this is unfair, blah, blah, blah? If you don't think you've been harmed, then you haven't been harmed. So this is a good way of dealing with a situation where just sometimes things are a little bit stressful, you know? So this is a good way of looking at it by just looking at what is in the moment. Like you said, don't let your imagination get the better of you. Just focus on the task at hand. This is happening, you know? So say you're on a sales call, for example, you're trying to close a deal, and they say no, you don't get that client. That's it, end it there. You don't have to say, I'll never get a client. You don't have to say, I'm not gonna be able to pay my bills, blah, blah, blah. Like, you just know what happened was you didn't succeed in this moment. Doesn't mean you're not going to succeed. Doesn't mean that the world is gonna end as we know it. It just means at this moment, this happened. Just focus on first impressions. This is what happened. This is the reality of the situation. That's it. Outside of that, drop it. You don't need to sit there focusing on all the things that could go wrong. In terms of anxiety, pretty much what I'm finding a lot about anxiety is it's a big test of presence, you know? So if you're present to the moment, if you're just like, all right, like, let me focus on what's happening right now. Right now, I'm talking to you, you know, I'm talking to you. I'm not worried about, hey, like this and this and this and this. It's like, no, like, if I think about all those things in the future, yeah, we're gonna get anxious, you know? But if we focus on the moment of now, you know, what are we doing? You know, say you're walking somewhere, you don't have to sit there freaking out. You can just walk, take one step, take one step, take one step, you know? If you're starting to have a panic attack or something of that nature, you can just be there with it. Say you're having a panic attack, for example, one of the issues that we have is we fall into this realm where, like, okay, my throat is closing up. It's going to keep closing up. My heart is pumping. That means I'm going to have a heart attack. This is happening, this is happening, this is happening, or like, I'm sweating right now. That means I'm losing control of my bodily functions. I could, like, jump off a bridge. I could kill someone. I could go stab someone because I don't know what I'm going to do, right? This is something that we get, but it's like, no. If we're just present to the moment, what's going on? My body's sweating, you know? My heart is pumping. That's it. Like, don't extrapolate. Don't catastrophize outside of that. All these things about anxiety that we get is usually from us seeing something and then picturing it in the future, picturing what can happen here and going from there, right? So this is something that it's really helpful to just be focusing on being in the present moment versus sitting there worrying about all the things that could happen. I'm not sure who made this quote, but I've been worried about a great many things in my life. Most of the things that we worry about don't come to pass. So what he's saying here is like, yeah, like a lot of our imagination that we have, you know, like we convince ourselves that it's real, but it's not, you know, like if you just focus on the present moment, you just focus on what you have in front of you right here and now, you're gonna be a lot better off for it. Today, I escaped from anxiety. Or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. I mean, it's interesting because this is one where he actually specifically says anxiety, like he has anxiety. He's stressing about it, but he's like, yeah, like I am escaping anxiety, but mostly I'm just discarding it because everything within me, you know, it's fine, you know? Everything outside of it can't touch you, you know? So this is a quote that I say a lot, like a boat doesn't sink by being out in water. It's surrounded by water all the time. The reason that a boat sinks is when the water gets inside of it. That's how you sink a ship, right? So all the negativity, all the stuff going on inside of your life, it can't affect you unless it gets inside of you, right? So having the anxiety within you, it's your own perception. It's nothing outside of you can cause anxiety. You're causing it within yourself, right? So this is something where, yeah, you can kind of discard it, you know? You sit there. There's times when I wake up and I'm just like riddled with it, right? So then I'm like, oh, today's gonna be an anxiety-filled day, you know? And it's like, no, it's not. Like, discard that. And you think it's gonna be bad, but then think about it a little bit further. Like, then you just ignore that thought, right? Just like literally just discard it, and you find all that like doom and gloom in that thought of what's going on in your life. It just kind of goes away. You're like, oh, like the next day you're like, oh yeah, like that wasn't true. You know, that wasn't true. That didn't end up going down. So either all things spring from one intelligent source and from a single body, and the part should accept the actions of the whole, or there are only atoms joining and splitting forever and nothing else. So why feel anxiety? Say to your mind, are you dead, damaged, brutal, dishonest? Are you one of the herd or grazing like one? This is something where Marcus Aurelius, and this is something that he talks a lot about, is just being okay and being ready to die, you know? And this is something where he talks about, it's like dying is a part of our life. This is something that we need to kind of come to terms with, is the fact that, yeah, we could very well die at any moment. A really interesting thing is whatever you're doing right now, someone's died doing that thing, you know? So like if you're eating, someone's choked to death, like eating probably the same shit that you're eating right now. If you're driving, then someone's definitely died driving. If you're just sitting there, you know, like people have just died, you know? So at some point in your life, the last thing you do, you're going to just be doing it, and then you're just not going to take another breath. And a lot of us don't even know when that's going to happen, right? So this is something that I think it's kind of like an overarching thing, but just being okay with anxiety, with everything, and understanding that you're going to die at some point. And all of this is all built for the greater good of humanity. That all of this is for the common good of this like society that we have. So if you die, it's okay. It's for the best. This girl posted this thing on Instagram the other day, and it was a screenshot of this company that had their offices in the World Trade Centers. Pretty much all the people that survived, they met up and they asked like, why weren't you in the office to get killed? You know, what was the thing that saved you? And a lot of people, like, they were stuck in traffic, they missed their bus, they missed their taxi. Like, the one guy had a blister on his foot, so he went to the pharmacy to get a Band-Aid to cover up this blister, and for that, he didn't make it to the office on time, right? And that action saved his life. It's kind of like whatever the thing that happened to you was, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, like, just don't be upset about it. You're supposed to be in this exact moment at this exact time. And I even kind of shot back on that. It's like, so those other like 3,000 people, they were just supposed to die, you know? And it's kind of brutal, but maybe, you know, like, who's to say that wasn't what was supposed to happen, right? So it's kind of a cold way of looking at stuff, but the universe doesn't really make mistakes. So one of the things that we need to do is just be okay that, like, hey, like, whatever is going on, everything springs from one intelligent source. So what could be bad for you is really realistically good for the herd. I mean, if you're stressed, if you're freaking out, just remember this is just a part of our job as human beings, to be good to one another. And this will very much help with anxiety, with stress. Realizing that if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's kind of like, oh, this is meant to happen right now. Whatever I'm feeling right now, this is kind of meant to happen. There's lessons in here, and whoever I am as a person, I'm supposed to be exactly where I am right now because it's for the good of humanity. I know that seems a little bit kind of out there, you know, like, oh, I'm just sitting here on my computer. It's like, no, you're supposed to be here right now. You're probably supposed to be doing something, but like the fact that you're not doing it is also perfect the way it is. So remember that, like, even if you're having anxiety, like, I want it to end. No, you want what's best for the whole, you know, and that's what you need. In conclusion, essentially, Marcus Aurelius says that we don't need to catastrophize. We don't need to picture things that are going to be worse than they are, right? We just need to look at things the way they are. Outside of that, remember that we're part of a greater whole. Remembering that aspect is going to help us accept whatever happens to you. Accept that you're in this position. Accept that you came from here. Accept that you're not where you want to be. Accept all that, and then you won't need to feel anxiety because it's like, all right, whatever is going on, it's for the benefit of everyone, right? So I'm just going to keep being positive. I'm going to let go of all of that anxiety, right? If you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling hurt by things going on in the world, discard it, because that's only perceptions of what's going on. And if the negativity and the anxiety and the stress doesn't get inside of you, it can't affect you, right? So just keep that strong force field up, and remember that we are here for the greater good, and try to keep present to the moment. So that we are making a ton of videos lately, way more than has ever been made before. So if you want in on that exciting time, then yeah, follow, subscribe, and we're going straight to the top, baby. We're going straight to the top. And check me out on Instagram and TikTok.